Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we're continuing our World of Warcraft Hardcore adventure with Syken Heals, our Paladin. It is time for yet another quest exploration in Ashenvale. The last time we did Shadowfang Keep was a fun run, nothing like too serious. And today we're going to go back to questing Ashenvale. If we're doing well, then we might even go for the Stockades. I was trying very hard to get the Stockade run together. Maybe a level or two and we could do Razorfang Crowl as well, which would be fun. And I think Gnome Regan is on the table as well. So a couple of dungeons, because I think they typically make for the best content. Gnome Regan, yeah, maybe we're waiting one or two more levels until things are yellow in there. But the Stockades in particular, I think that we're ready for them. Granted, the end boss is still orange, but that'll be okay. That'll be very much okay. Okay, for starters, let's start with trading in a few quests. We're going to do that. And then I think we have been unintentionally interrupted whilst we were doing the cleansing here and fighting off the satyrs, which both of that will be fun. So that plus, I think the elemental bracers down here still might be a quest that we want to do. And this here is an escort quest, albeit a pretty hard one, so we will need to see if we can do that. Anyways, let's start with trading in quests and we'll take it from there. First, trade in.
Farewell.
Aggregated defense, thank you.
Good luck, friend.
Calling the threat, that
God is
was
watching
the
you.
boss of the timber furs. Both of them not a follow-up. What did we get? Heals the target for 180 damage over 12 seconds. That's not too bad. Might as well just put that in here, giving us some extra heal in a clutch situation.
Peace be with you. Go in peace. Greetings.
That, on the other hand, we don't need.
I am listening. Ishnuala Delnadris.
Good. Stardust. Sure, let's start with that and we'll take it from there. Good. We find ourselves down here on an island. We just need to grab the Stardust. Six deadliest in Azeroth, although the average level that they kill is level 21. So I think we should be fine. Alright, so you want to fight in the rain cloud, okay, fair enough. But it is dealing quite a bit of damage, I must admit. Are these the deadly? No. Well, they are just the third most deadly enemies here. The rain cloud is a bit of a lose-lose situation. If you stay in there, you're going to take damage. If you do not stay in there, they can cast on you.
I'm out of range.
All we need to do is gather a couple of these nice little brushes. That shouldn't be too hard. Once I clear all of that, I'll fast forward for you.
What brings you here?
Back to trading in the Stardust. There you go, man. Try to help your daughter.
I am honored. Farewell.
And we're continuing with his little fetch quests. This time it is the Fallen Moonstone from right there. That's level 30. So it's getting steeper and steeper. We're going to go with the key first. Then I think we're just going up the ledge here and are doing the satyrs. Careful with the horde camp. We don't want to F that up. And you know what? Maybe after the key we're calling it here and are instead going to the stone mountains here, Stonetalon mountains, because that might be more appropriate for now. That might be more appropriate for now, because yeah, there are plenty of quests down here which we can still do. I think we're going to do exactly that. Good, here we go. Time for us to go and cleanse the woods here, as well as find the iron shaft. That shouldn't be too difficult. All we need to do is fight off a bit of unruly treants. But thanks to our rather substantial block chance and our high armor class, I could even win a pure auto attack match with these guys without using seals or anything. The only problem that I'm seeing with the Paladin, and it becomes more in the higher levels, is just the lack of overall damage. Super safe class, but it takes a while to grind through the enemy hit points. We're going to, by the way, change it up a little bit. As we're now progressing with a Paladin build, I want to fight multiple mobs more and more. So what you're going to see in the higher levels is I will be transitioning to a build that relies more on consecration and on the huge advantages that it has to fight kind of lower level mobs. So what we're trying to do is really pull a bunch of green mobs. It needs to be the right ones though, and do our killing that way. I've tried it a couple of times with currently pulling like 2 enemies, and that already starts to work out. But the rule of thumb that I would say is, if the mob is even or higher level, then you just gotta one-on-one it. If they are a little bit lower, say 1 to 2 levels below, then you can add maybe 1 or 2 mobs, depending on what they are. Caster mobs not so much, but melee mobs, for instance, you can. And if they are much lower than that, you can continue to get maybe +1 per 1 level of difference. So if they are at the moment, say 4 levels below me, that would mean I could potentially take 3 to 4 of them at the same time. But that would be cutting it really, really short. So if you want a bit more of a buffer, then maybe instead of 3 to 4, just pull 2 to 3. So that's current status. As the build progresses, I am sure we're going to be even more tanky, and that'll help us then to hopefully pull more. At least that's the theory. I hope that I can level with a bit multi pulling. Let's see how well that goes. For now, I'll grind through those withered ancients, and I'm collecting the chefs. I'll fast forward it for you. Alright, after a few kills, we finally found ourselves the wooden key. That goes in here.
I need to get closer.
And we got the iron staff. Fantastic. Very good. Let's go back and trade in Rain's cleaning. And I think that's it for Ashenvale then. Alright, let's trade in
What
the
is
quest
nature's
here.
call?
Iron Staff, trade
The
it
great
in.
outdoors.
And they ask us to find the final piece, which will be yet again another level 28 quest. I think we're just going to call it here and are going to the Stonetalon Mountains. Alright, we managed to go finally through the path, and we arrive at the Windshear Crag Stonetalon Mountains. We got one quest ready to go down here. Pride Wings. These guys are, however, over here, so we should get them right away. We got a couple of neutral quests there. And we want to get all the way up here, where our flight path is, and hopefully a couple more quests. So that's going to be the play. Go right up there and take it from there. Let's get a couple of quests in. Super Reaper 6000. Might as well get the blueprints here, you know. That should be an easy one. All we need to do is kill a couple of Venture Co. And the follow-ups should be fine as well, so might as well do that quest here before then wandering up. I think these were the overseers that could theoretically drop it. There's just one elite mob here, and as long as we're not running into them, we should be totally fine. And even if we run into him, I feel we're tanky enough to get away. So it's not like we're playing a glass cannon build. So we need to get those operators down. They can theoretically drop it, and I'll put my theory to a test, where I mentioned we can pour multiples. Give a bit of a sneak peek of how it would look like later. Just imagine a few more hitting us. And yeah, then in between, of course, we're healing ourselves. That's why we have the healing interrupt protection. And we should be okay, as if we put the Retribution aura up, they're also damaging themselves. So that together should be a cool combination. I'm not sure if it works, but that was the idea of the build that I came up with. Basically AoE killing them. By the way, yeah, let's get the operator first. I'm almost sure there was another quest for these normal deforesters, but that might just be horde quest. I'll fast forward, and we're good. Alright, after we have gotten the growth plants, this here is potentially telling us
Time
to
is
continue.
money, friend. Have a good one.
Further instructions. Where are we getting the further instructions from? Is that Ratchet? Oh yeah, it is Ratchet. Let me take a wild... Yeah, it is Ratchet. You know, at some point we need to get all of the flight path anyway, and now is as good of a time as ever. So I'll get the flight path here, and then we're going to go to Ratchet. That one will be a huge flight path for us, because it'll open up the boat to Booty Bay. And since every day world buffs are dropping, that might just be our chance to get a little bit stronger here and there. Might take every advantage that we can get. So first, let's move to the flight point here, get all of the quests, and then we definitely need to get to Ratchet at some point. Well, it just so happened that we got a new job. Gotta kill deforesters and loggers. Not the best task for us, specifically since we're quite over-leveled, but might lead to a follow-up quest, so I think we're okay. It's just barely kind of at the edge of what we would do. And it might lead to kind of opening up a follow-up. Alright, a man, a word. We killed
Hey, you have a
a
great
lot of
day
the
now.
Venture Co.
Alrighty then.
Got a follow-up
way.
for Stormwind, and another follow-up somewhere, an old colleague. Ironforge. Alright, so got a trade in Stormwind, one in Ironforge. I think we have quite a few quests that we really need to trade in over there. I believe we had another one. Well, we have 4 Gnome Regan quests. That's all fine and dandy. Let's not walk into the Horde camp. That would suck. So we got 4 Gnome Regan quests. 2 Stockade quests. And I think we've traded in all of the other stuff. Strange, yeah, our quests are all over the place. Maybe I need to finish some of the wetland quests first before we get to quests here. But we gotta see just really how many quests there are. We're definitely like full in terms of 20 out of 20 quests. So might not be the worst idea to get here. And then do a couple of the trade in quests that we have just received. On our way though, Pride Wings could be killed for their venom sacks, and then we are going to the north, where I hope that we can trade in the quest. Alright, we got ourselves a deal. We need to kill a couple of harpies here, as well as the flying wyverns right over there, and both of that should be fine. Go, by the way, further down here, we're ending up in Desolus, which is going to be one of the quest locations from 30 to 40. So not yet, we wouldn't qualify for that yet, but we can already go and do the starter here with the harpies. I would say we're doing both of these quests, and once we're done and traded it in, we might want to go to Ratchet for obvious reasons. We're soon going to level, so not much longer until we're level 27. And I'm thinking, since Stockades seems to be a no-go, whether or not Gnome Regan is something that we might want to consider. I'll give it a thought and try to, on the parallel, look for groups for either of these dungeons. But for now, we're going to solo quest. Alright, it happened. I finally got a group together for the Stockades. So we're moving in. And the session might become more interesting as we're finally doing a little bit of a dungeon run. Stockades aren't the biggest dungeon, but they can be challenging nonetheless. So as always, be the friendly guy who did the preparation and share the quests. Fabulous. Good. Just eat the tank now, and then we're good to go. Good. We are ready. Quick ready check, and things are going well. So, we are starting as the healer. So all we have to do is make sure that our tank and the others stay super healthy. Stockades, as you can see, it's a bit of a strange little nest with a few enemies left and right. Okay, gotta be super careful not to get kicked. That was a mistake. And our tank line of sighting us, also a bit of a mistake. I think it's a lot of hit points though, that in itself is already not too bad. Our two quests in here. One is a pure kill quest, and the other one is Bezel Threat, which I think is the end boss if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that is dangerous. We need to at all costs make sure that these guys are not fleeing. Sacrificing themselves quite a bit here. We are going to take a couple of evasion spots back here. Oh no, I just fell down. Stupid me. Yeah, I wanted to go up here because that way we can't get kicked. 5 intellect is not bad at all. Good, we're drinking. I need to rebuff anyways. Now we do have a problem because that guy went right into the other room. I'll go for more defensive aura that reduces damage even more. Mana is still fine. I will drink to full. Good trap there, by the way. Yeah, so far the tank is doing very well. Seems to be good well equipped. Enchanted, definitely a twink of someone. Good. We're standing at the evasion spot again. Nice little hammer, but we got a better one. Not a single boss so far. To be fair, I haven't run that dungeon in a while, but I remember that there were a couple of bosses. I might be completely wrong though. So in terms of minimap, there might be a boss back here and then on the other side as well. Let's just double check Questy real quick. Line of sight me, man. Dangerous position there. Mainly because I could have gotten kicked. I could have used that light leather. Good, very good. The first quest already on its way. 10 out of 10 from the prisoners. I think if we're clearing the entire place, it should give us enough. I like how the tank is drinking oils of immolation, just to deal more AoE DPS. That's cool. Nice little feature. I bet you I'm already missing a version of Flash of Light, because it starts getting a bit cumbersome to heal with a small version of Flash of Light. It's not the end of the day, but I haven't been buying skills for I think 3 levels now. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm missing one. There we go. The extreme ward. Very good. Let's stun them for good measure. There you go. Apparently there was a quest for him. That's unfortunate. It's a nice little sword. Alright, getting our well-fed buff. It's interesting, right? So there seems to be a third quest. I might have been well advised to take that one first, because this looks like a real dungeon in the sense that there is a lot of loot and bosses. It's basically an elite quest hub. That's why we're running it once, and then we should be fine. The XP is still okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing Stockades. But it's not one of those locations where you are going like multiple times and are rerunning them because the move is so astronomically better than anything else. To be fair, with our level, I think we're now 27, yeah. We could as well go for Raise, I think, Crowl soon. Or Nomrigan, if a party assembles. Nomrigan, however, is a dungeon that needs a little bit of mental preparation. It's not that simple. Fabulous. So, when I'm out of mana, I might also drop auto attack and drop at least a bit of easy dynamite. If it's pulling. And now we got Ed's Can Deep Fury. Despite the few times that people are getting attacked, because they're cruel extra enemies, and the few times that we're letting those enemies run away. Besides all of that, pretty smooth run so far. I like what the tank is doing. Now he's stretching it. We're unfortunately pretty low on mana. By the way, my man, now is a good time to eat. Yep, there you go. You can heal up yourself. Fantastic. Psyche needs to have a drink.
I can't cast that yet. That spell is... That's still charging.
And we're in the end boss, or one boss fight before here is the Empress, yeah. Vessel threat. Very good. Are we done with our quest? Yeah, that's completed. Fantastic. And look, it's decent XP as well. As a paladin, it's a funny situation because the most effective way of leveling, by large and far, is get a warrior friend, make sure that that warrior is nice and always well healed, and profit. Very good. We're pulling the boss. And he's turning with his keyboard. Standing there just waiting. Gosh, I love clickers and people that are keyboard turners. I mean, nothing wrong with a keyboard turn, but if you really are under pressure, then the keyboard turn is not necessarily the best solution. Well, that was a decent run in the Stockades. Interesting team composition, Doppelhunter, Warlock as DPS. Could have been worse. We're going to trade in our quests.
Need help? Be careful.
There you go.
Light bless you. What can I do? Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance.
Completing yet another quest. And we have plenty of trade in material. So I'll just do that. I will just do that. And also level engineering a bit. I think we're okay with that. I think we're okay with that. So, stick with me whilst we're just trading in a few quests. Got also quests that we need to do over there. Of course, we're being burdened with almost too many quests.
How are you? See you around. See you later.
Devils in Westfall. So first of all, let's get rid of the grey quest. Devils in Westfall. What do we need to do there? Good, that's more stuff in Stonetalon Mountains, which is fine, and we wanted to go there anyways. I'm just realizing how we have Stonetalon, Ashenvale, and the Wetlands. All three of those locations have a couple of leftover quests, so might as well do all of them. And if for whatever reason we're finding a Gnome Regan group, then we should take that opportunity. Interestingly enough, all of a sudden, lots of stockade groups are forming.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Good.
See
Another
you later.
quest trade-in.
Safe travels.
Which follows into yet another quest trade-in down there. Fair enough. Going to do that in a second. Alright, another trade-in.
For the
Shadows of
Alliance.
the Past.
Go with honor, friend.
And gosh, we gotta speak with yet another person. By the way, right there was another Stockade quest. Unfortunate. Could have had yet another one. That's 1,500 XP and some silver pieces missed. But it is what it is. So, trade in. Very good. The Master of Cheese.
Be careful. For the Alliance.
Asks us to speak with yet another person. Okay, what a quest. And yet another
Hey.
quest trade
Seeing
in.
you. You have a great day now.
3 silk cloths and
Daylight's
a
burning.
few fresh apples. Are you kidding me? Sierra's fresh apples. Okay. By the way, since I'm just running, I'm also thinking I did have quite a few skills that I haven't bought, so I haven't been at the trainer since I think level 22. So yeah, we as new coming skills, we got a new version of Flash of Light. We got Turn Undead, an upgraded version of the Retribution aura, which will work very nicely. Then we got ourselves Blessing of Salvation, which is kind of more of a raid or late game blessing, reducing the threat of certain people. I personally, yeah, well, it could be in some of the dungeons where a few of the DPS are continuously drawing threat. There it could definitely make sense. Other than that, just all around a few new skills, including also a new version of Seal of Righteousness, so our DPS should go up. All of that is good. I also bought some new water, Sweet Nectar, level 25 water that is, so that we're ready to go. And we're currently running over to get 2 of Sierra's finest apples down here. I most certainly hope that that quest is worth it. It's a lot of running around, but it's not bad. So, thank you. Back to the city, and let's trade in the quest. And yet another trade
Pleased to
in.
meet you. Off and away.
Right.
Off and away.
Right.
Daylight's burning. Salutations. Be seeing you.
Okay. Spyboat goes in. Kind of quest. The attack is a relatively high level quest.
Well met.
Alright, all of the guards are going away.
Greetings.
That is helpful because there's our level 60 and I do not want any problems with that.
Need help?
This guy's level 31. Once the dialogue is over, we can give it a go.
Interesting.
Okay, that is it. Let's get the guy.
Can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. Can't cast that yet.
It's good that I haven't pulled the other one.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
For a second I thought that I'd be the target. Immediately bubbled and was ready to run. Holy smokes.
Can I help you? Be seeing you.
Good, only his body is missing now. I will potentially need to come back to that quest in a bit. For now we're on our way to the Gnome Regan.
Hey. Right.
To the Gnome Regan dungeon. So I think that's a good end of this episode. Next time we're starting with Gnome Regan, a nice little dungeon run. Until then, thanks a lot for watching, take care and have a good one. Bye bye.